Halo episode 3. So first thoughts. What do you think?
About time you got Cortana in this thing. About time. That's all that matters. I mean, I was just looking like it changes the story. It gives a lot more credit to, the original story. Without Cortana, a lot was missing. And this is going to take this story and who knows where they're going to want to go with it. And I just I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything they're doing. I would like them to have more to do with the other Spartans, but I think that's coming.
Yeah.
But I like the Cortana finally being there, and seeing how Master Chief doesn't really like her. I enjoy that Master Chief really doesn't like her. That he really doesn't. He sees her as, I'm in control, and they're both wrong. So that's, I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. What do you think?
It was kind of really crazy how they kind of created Cortana. It was like the clone, because I'm like, how are they gonna do this? I thought they was gonna like put her like in a machine and just pull the brain out, or not pull the brain, just like scan something. So one thing about me is I hate when people mess with eyeballs.
Oh,
I can't wear contacts. I can't. Oh, and then it when it did, it killed her like that, I was like, damn, but yeah, I can't. It was like literally I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, because I can't wear contacts, because I see my girlfriend do it, she'll like poke her eyes, yeah, look what I'm doing. I'm like, stop. It just freaks me out. I don't know why. And then seeing the needle right there, and it just I'm like, it just like that just freaked me out.
I was gonna say no, I don't want this. I don't, nope.
Like, she couldn't. And that was another thing, is like the guy gave her the shot, and then what do you think about that guy that was gonna kiss her?
Yeah, that was really, really weird. I want to know what he did with the body.
Well, they burn
in
acid. They dropped her in acid, kind of,
so they get rid of all the evidence. You're right. Yeah.
I
remember that.
Which is also, I'm like, kind of crazy. Wouldn't you want to at least keep her body organs around? Because that was the whole point. Is like, oh, I can use her to farm, when my liver goes out or whatever. So I was like, should have at least kept the body around to do that. But God only knows what the guy would have done.
Exactly. You know exactly what he would have done.
Yeah.
And now we got an episode of The Boys.
Yeah. So then one thing I thought about was the opening scene again. I kind of like how every opening scene is like a flashback to something else. They're taking like that Book of Boba Fett, like, oh, here's a flashback, but not overdoing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're using every flashback to give John or Master Chief more layers. Layers of this character, because character, he's the good guy. This is what he is. He's doing all the right stuff. He's the leader. But now he's giving layers and developing his character overall to more than just what the good guy or the protagonist or whatever, want, however you want to say it. But they've given it more layers, and I think I like that.
Yeah. So, well, this opening was about the Blessed One, like her backstory, which I thought was kind of cool. And then one thing I thought was, I'm like, this show likes killing kids.
Man,
what the hell?
I killed all the kids on the planet. It's just in front of us. We've seen kids just die. Like, what?
Yeah, like literally a soldier beat a kid, a little boy, to death. Like, what the what the hell, Halo? Because damn, you don't need to show that. Like, or you didn't. I don't know. Or at least had him fall off a ledge or trip and hit his head and killed him. I was like, no, like, we're gonna have this grown man beat him. I was like, what the fuck? Because that's rough. So, but I was just like,
why she would be so willing to trade in. I don't trust you guys, because all you guys are doing is killing us, and you have no care for me. So when she's with them, she's like, well, this is the first people that have ever cared for me or cared
Mhm.
about what was going on with me.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
give her care and tell her you're special, and yeah, I understand exactly what's going on. But she's a badass too. I mean, as a grown up, I was like, "How you just able to you killing the whole ship for people just just going in?"
Yeah. I can see it, like you said, like, humans, like, were mistreating her, killed her, this, little boy that she, like, loved, I guess, or, like, cared for,
The only
and
one who cared for her. I mean, they put
yeah.
her on a garbage planet that she has to live in garbage. She has no connection to anybody else, and basically she's a slave. And then you have, you kill the one person that she has connection to, and then all of human race, one connection, you kill them. So
Mhm.
yes, and she's like, F them. I don't have
Yeah.
anything to do with it. I don't have nothing to do with you. So now you're gonna tell me we're gonna get some revenge on these guys? I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be crazy once her and Master Chief finally meet. I'm gonna right now that's where I'm at. I'm like, when they meet, because right now she's like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna bring his head back and this and that. But
Yep.
I'm like, are you though? They're gonna be linked. I think they're gonna change the game. Like they're already changing the game so
They
much where
already, yeah. I
at
mean,
this
Cortana,
point,
they changed. I mean, it's just what it is. What it is.
yeah, yeah. So at this point, just stop. We can't compare it to the game anymore. It's its own thing. We just had another show like that we finished with Bel Air. It's like you have the same characters and names and kind of like general idea of what they are, but then they go into a different direction with it.
They
So
let
and I think
these characters are different, and it's fine. They don't have to do exactly the same thing because if they did, that's what everyone's complaint would be. This is exactly like the game. This is stupid.
yeah,
Well, how about
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Now we have changed the character. You give them character development. You're adding more to the main characters. You're giving them, you know, depth of a person,
Mhm.
and I think that's really good for you to care.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's just like you said, every fanboy
Yeah.
that happens. Like Star Wars. The first one comes out and they're like, oh, they just ripped off the original. Then they go a completely different opposite way. They're like,
Like, what
oh,
was
you
they doing?
ruined it.
You already had the blueprint. How you mess up? Well, you just
Yeah,
told me not to use the blueprint.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's who you
exactly.
are. Listen to me.
Yeah. So yeah, it happens. But I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. This episode I thought was really well done. Um, he winds up removing the chip, the
Mhm.
hormonal blocker thing. Um,
Why do you think Dr.
which
Halsey
was pretty
let
cool.
that happen?
I think she's curious. I think she knows he's the key of finding, the all the artifacts or the keystone.
Yeah.
So I think she's letting him go and figure it out. But at the end, I think she's
Because she
gonna
thinks that
screw
Cortana
screw him.
can control him. But
Yeah,
what she doesn't realize is that when you have artificial intelligence, it's its own thing. You can't control computer anymore. And I
yeah,
think that's what we're starting to see how even Cortana, even though she's dealing with Halsey and listening to what she's saying, Master Chief or John and Cortana are starting to develop a working relationship that's only
yeah,
going to get stronger.
yeah. I mean, and then the right off the bat, she's like acting like a computer, Cortana, and she's like, "Oh, this is my primary directive," and she's like, "Oh, well, we're changing that." She's like, "Wait, what?" So it's like right off the bat, you told her to break the rules. So what are you gonna expect when
When all the chips are
more
laid
time
down and you
comes?
tell her to take over Master Chief, and she doesn't.
Yeah, instead she helps. Yeah, but yeah. But what do you think about the other Spartans when they finally see John again? They're kind of
Well, it's not. I feel like there's one that's very connected to John. There's
uh-huh.
obviously, and the other two are just like, are we soldiers? We're going to do whatever. We trust him no matter what. But there's one that's very connected to John. You can see it.
I'm looking up her name. Spartan Kai 125.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she's the one that's super connected. Yeah, cool.
What do you think
Um,
about the whole
yeah.
relationship with Halsey? Like, is it a motherly relationship, or is it more with John, or is it just trying to take advantage of him in every situation, or is it even more than that?
I think it's Master Chief sees her as like a mother almost, but I think she sees him as just a tool. Like you're gonna help me get what I want, which obviously is not gonna be a good
Relationship.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, uh, right now I don't like what's his name, Dr. Hall, whatever her name is,
Halsey, whatever.
Halsey.
Yeah, Dr. Halsey. Because and you see Cortana even trying to decide if she should really trust her or not. You know?
Yeah, the
She's
other
like,
chick,
I don't know if I can trust you.
the Admiral, um,
Trying to
uh,
get rid of her? Yeah.
yeah, she's going to the other girl now, and she's like, "Listen, I'm trying to not rely on her so much, so me and you, let's start working together." So I was like,
she's
"Man, like,
she's like, no, I'm not gonna rely on your mother anymore. It's
yeah,
just not just anyone, it's your mom. It's like,
yeah,
I don't rely on your mom anymore, so let's just get rid of her. You're gonna be the
yeah,
one. Like, oh
yeah."
man.
I feel did they explicitly say that in the last episode? Like that's her mom?
Yeah.
Did they? I'm
They said
trying to
that in the first
remember when.
episode. That's because when the general, because the general's daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he says, "Hey, you gotta trust that she's your mom. Remember that." And they said that. She said
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Yeah, so that's your mom. Remember that.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yeah, she
Um,
just doesn't care about her. It's
yeah,
all so self indulged.
yeah. Which that's just interesting. Like, why have a kid if you're if you're gonna act like that?
And
It's
they
like
even said that when the clone when he was doing the stuff with the clones, like you had your daughter. Why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing this?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Something's up with her too. Um, yeah, and then Soren and what's the other one? Uh, what's her name?
Quan Ha.
Juan. Juan, huh? Um, with her, they obviously they weren't too much in it, but she was kind of being a little brat. Like I gotta leave, and Soren's like, "You ain't going nowhere. What do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna go fight an army by yourself? Stupid." It's like so. But
Yeah,
I think Soren, obviously he's playing the tough guy, but I think he's like,
yeah, but he's
he's
also
gonna make sure
watching out
she's
because
safe.
he's still,
Yeah,
yeah, he's gonna make sure. But I mean, you got Captain Keys and figuring out what's going to happen with that. That's going to be really interesting.
with what his
Uh, what he's going to do with the other Spartans,
hmm,
they're going to choose. I mean, that's what's going to what's going to come down to, because John is going off doing his own thing, and now that Dr. Halsey went with him, they're going to have to choose. I think Captain Keys is
yeah,
going to have to send them off to attack them, right?
hmm,
And they're going to choose. Are they going to be loyal to Captain Keys and to the movement, or to Master Chief?
yeah. I think. Oh, yeah, I think the two. I think the other female and the other guy,
Mhm.
Vanek and Riz. Um, I think they will, but Kai, she's kind of like she watched him remove the little chippy thing,
I think
and
she's
I
going to remove her chip.
I didn't even think about that. I thought she was gonna be more of like a tattletale and like, oh, I saw him do this, that was my first initial thought, but
I think they
it's
have such a
interesting.
connection that she sees him. I don't know if it's a romantic relationship, or it's just she trusts him so intrinsically that because he saved her life countless times, that
Mhm.
she sees him and she's going like, "Man, if he's good for him, maybe it's good for me."
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, man, I think that the next couple episodes, it's gonna be really crazy because it's like, yeah, you got the other Spartans who don't have their leaders, either of them. So they're gonna
Yep.
have to take, calls from, like you said, from Captain Keys.
Keys. Yeah.
So there's that's going on. Master Chief's whole thing, the Cortana's thing in there. Soren and Quan, and it's just like I'm like,
There's
there's
so many
a
things going
lot
on,
of
but
stories.
for us to care about Quan Ha again, she's going to be near Master Chief again. That's the
Yeah,
only way it's going, because she right now she's just a little knucklehead kid, and you're like, whatever.
yeah,
But Soren's going to have to
yeah.
be near them again, and we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I think she's going to do her own thing, but something's gonna show up, happen, and then bring her
Oh, they
back
all go to
into.
Madrigal. They end up all going to Madrigal.
That's the spot. That's the place
Yep,
to go.
and that's where they're all going to meet again, because you also got that dictator that's still on Madrigal.
Oh yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's what
Who
they'll
fit
end up meeting
Garth?
there. And, yeah,
Yeah.
and just see what happens from there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then you got
Cortana's,
the blessed one.
oh yeah, the blessed one is coming, and she's looking for
She's
them
got,
too, and she's going to Madrigal too.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's really good. Like the first episode, I was like, okay, I'm interested. The second one, I still kind of wasn't sure. I was kind of like 50-50 about it. This one though, I think once he removed his chip and he started thinking a little bit more clear, and then Cortana got introduced, and
now you can see that they're really doing their own thing. They're blazing their own trail.
yeah,
This is not going to follow the game as much, but you know the characters, but they're not going to be doing the same thing. Or just like the Fresh Prince, it takes a little longer for them to get to that point.
mhm,
We saw them at a certain point in the game, but this is the backstory how they even get to that point.
yeah, yeah. But also real quick, I wanted to hit on some of the reviews. So like the series so far is getting 85% on Google, 7.2 out of 10 IMDb, 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's doing fairly well, right? But the other day I wind up looking up some YouTube videos on Halo because I was kind of curious of what other people are thinking. Holy crap, are people hating? I mean, they're calling this thing the worst trash ever made. This is horrible. It sucks. What are they doing? Xbox is ruining it. Like they're ruining it. It's bad. It's bad. I was like, wow, and everything I got was just like I think the gamers are upset, but I think both can live, like it's its own thing now. It's not part of the game. It's not following the same story. It's doing its own thing. Just if you enjoy the characters, I think it's worth a watch. But I don't know. Do you think it's worth all this hate?
But I also know that if there's something that I'm totally, I love this thing, and it's one thing, it's one story, and it's one story only. And you change that story for me, I would like if we go to they do the last Airbender series, right? Or the Avatar series on Netflix, and they change the story, I'm going to go ape shit just all over stuff. Like, and that's but I understand. Even though if you take a seat back and you look at it, the act is good, the story is good, everything makes sense. You'll see those things, but you're blinded by what you think it should be.
Yeah, like your emotional attachment to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, it could be just like if like your analogy for Last Airbender. Like I said, the cartoon is great. The movie, oh god, that was
trash.
Horrible. It was horrible. And I don't think it was just like toxic fans saying like that. I think it was legit like a trash movie. Like, but but also I think it's a little bit more hard too because you already told the story and now you're just turning it to live action. It's already there. Whether then a video game is a whole different, like medium, because you are Master Chief. You're making the choices. You're deciding to go here, you go there. Where a TV show, you're watching. It's a lot different. That's why I always think playing scary games, playing like horror scary games, is way more scarier than watching a scary movie.
Yeah,
In
because
my
you're
opinion.
actually doing it.
Yeah. You got to open that door. You got to walk through that door. You got to go into that dark hallway rather than you're just watching, this person do it.
The
So,
blackness are not allowed to happen. Like,
So-
go down this hallway and go figure out. That's why I could be, in the military. They'd be like, hey, Brian, go find out what that was. I'd be like, you go find out what that was. You can tell I have the problem fighting something straight up, but you tell me go find there's a ghost down there. No, man, you go find out what the ghost is. Let me know. I'll go the other way.
Yeah.
I'm not
But, it's just
getting by no vampires. I'm not getting werewolves, ghosts. None of that stuff's happening to me. So it's just letting you know.
any supernatural creature.
Any supernatural, exactly. If I saw a supernatural, it's not happened to me. I've seen it.
Yeah, but just like looking on it, like on Reddit and stuff like that, it's like, why do people hate the show? And people are just like it sucks. It just, like I truly hate the Halo TV show. The Halo TV series is worse than we imagined. It's like I don't think it is.
It's really good.
I mean, granted, me and you are both very forgiving with certain things. I think
we're open to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they redo Ninja Turtles, I'd be like, all right, I'll give you a chance. They redo these things, just say okay, but that's what comic books do. So if you love comic books, you're more open to the stories changing because the story always changes in comic books. That's just what it is. There's always different worlds and multiverses and all this stuff, and you just gotta be able to roll with the punches.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I think comic book fans are a lot more open to change because it's constantly changing. Like you said, it's very true, man. Now I'm gonna look to see if there's like a research paper. We got to find something. I gotta find something about that. But yeah.
We're gonna write an article, honestly, and we're gonna start our website and we're gonna put this article on there. And hey, look, why comic book people don't care if you change the story a little bit. It's just what it is.
Yeah. It's just part of that medium. Same thing. If you're reading comic books, expect everything to change. Every 100 issues, everything's changing. So
exactly.
Yeah.
They're changing that. This is the new blank, 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 blank. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Cool, man. Anything else before we get out?
Nope. I thought this was really good. I'm actually probably gonna stay up tonight and watch it, or I'll get up at 3:00 in the morning and just watch it. So,
yeah. Yeah. The next one, it's called Homecoming. Is the next episode. This all
sounds like they're all gonna be in Mandragora.
Yeah. Let's see if I get a quick breakdown. John takes Hazley and Cortana to look for answers from his past. Kwan searches for an enemy. John's behavior inspires another Spartan to begin a journey of self-discovery. There you go, man. Called it. And then Miranda discovers a possible link between the artifact and something larger. So there you go. That's the synopsis for episode 4.
I like it.
Cool. Yeah, dude, you hit that on the right on the head. Called that. Nice.
That makes sense.
Cool,
At least they're doing a good job story writing. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I hate how they walk with the suits on. It just seems so. I get it. Like it's like you can't walk normal when you got like a giant piece of plastic in between your legs that you gotta like side straight. Yeah. It's just yeah, but it's kind of like funny. It seems very video gamey, like the way they walk.
Yep.
That reminds me like bad graphic video game. Like at one point I expect to like just do like a South Park walk where he just hobbles.
Just hop from each one.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I'm liking the show so far. Go back and check out episode 1 and 2 of us talking about it, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see us talk more about Halo all the way through the rest of the season. And then we'll give our official rating of the entire season at the end, and kind of see where it goes from there. And also check out some of the other shows. We're talking Moon Knight. We just did Bel Air. Check out our movies. We did Morbius. We're gonna do Doctor Strange for sure, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting for that Love and Thunder trailer. So as soon as that drops, that's happening.
It'll be Monday.
Monday, you're calling it?
Monday, I'm telling you.
All right,
it's happening.
I can see it. Monday 18th. We'll see.
Monday the 18th.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do all of that stuff and just talk all this like nerdy stuff, all the TV and movies.
And please leave comments in there, because I love to hear what you guys think. So just because we saying one thing, it doesn't mean we think that's the only way. We're very open to opinions and to interpretations. So I want to hear what you guys say too. So please, if you subscribe, please leave comments and tell us what you're thinking. I'm all for it.